Reports threat. NASL is PuMa's territory. But you know, whenever you have territory, people are out there to take it away from you.
It's like a game of Risk.
It's Game of Thrones.
Game of...
Gangsters. Well, they fight over territory. They fight over streets.
It's the Crips and the Bloods here on Antigua Shipyard.
Yeah.
As EG's PuMa has spawned in the top right-hand corner of the map. Wait, that's aLive, actually. Fnatic's aLive has spawned in the top right-hand corner of Antigua. EG's PuMa's down there in the bottom left. Cross map. PuMa leading 2-0. One game away.
For people who just tuned in and now, this is our 4th best of 5 of tonight. We have one more best of 5 after this, and that's going to be a really big one between Liquid Red and EG's the Muslim. Liquid versus EG, two good friends battling it out together. I know they are good friends and two awesome guys as well.
Not only friends, Kev.
What are they? What else are they, Ben?
Red is the Muslim's mentor.
Oh yes, that's true.
You cannot forget that.
Yeah, the mentorship has paid off. The Muslim has been doing pretty good, isn't it? Well, he's been doing very good in this NASL season. Also had a pretty good run back then at the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in Sao Paulo. He had the series against Violet. He was down 0-2, came back to 2-2, and then there was that ridiculous game on Tal the Remoter where the Muslim took out the hatchery, and all he had to do was have an answer to the bailing boss, which was from one base of Violet. But the Muslim was not ready. But that's something we can talk about more later. PuMa versus aLive is the series we're casting right now. PuMa is up 2-0 in two super close nail-biting series.
I remember that game. Where was that played?
Sao Paulo.
That was in Brazil. Yeah, that's
yes.
right. Of course. Now I remember. Obrigado, Brazil.
Obrigado.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good tournament. With Supernova going down 0-2 every series. And then still...
Man, so in Brazil, I bet Dark Force $200 that Feast would beat Supernova.
Yeah.
They never got to play, and then they played at the World Championships. Feast stopped Supernova 2-0. Where's my money, Dark Force?
Doesn't count, man.
It should count. Dark Force was like, oh, you want to bet 2,000? I was like, well, no, not really.
Dark Force is a big better. Both players are starting off with one base now, Ben. PuMa's gonna lose his scouting SCV as he got confirmed that Fnatic aLive is the purple Terran on the right top side of his map. So far still one refinery for aLive, while his factory is almost ready. And the second refinery is already on the way for PuMa.
Yep. And what are we seeing? Factory down, double gas, reactor opening for aLive.
Of course, we want to thank all of you guys for tuning in tonight. Once more, this is our last regular broadcast of the season. After this, we are going to go to Toronto within 2 weeks. Of course, we're going to try to produce some more fun stuff while we're not on there. But this is the last time you guys will be really able to watch us. Ben and me will be at the Home Story Cup as well, though, so you guys can check us out. Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Cannot wait. Home Story Cup. When we go on vacation, we go cast more Starcraft tournaments.
Yeah, actually, it's been for me like that. Like, I can't even remember I had like a normal holiday. Like, when was the last time?
What is a normal holiday? Like, does anybody even want to go to the beach anymore?
Yeah, it's like just go to the beach and I don't know, like have no internet.
It's like we're at the beach. We can talk about Starcraft. Like draw the strategies in the sand.
That would be pretty cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. Some serious dedication.
That's how we roll, man.
Starport is going up right now for PuMa. He has the tag lab. Is going to be normal Banshees or clock Banshees. He has a little bit of gas saved up, not all that much. Considering the fact, man, that he went for double orbital, I kind of think, or not double orbital, double refinery, of course. I kind of think that he is going for cloak. He's still not researching it, but it seems like aLive wants to go for a little bit of elevator action.
Yeah, he's going to be putting on some kind of early game pressure. Reactive Marines, Hellions, Medevac is coming.
It's going to be crucial. If PuMa can keep his Banshee in his main base, I think PuMa is going to be fine. But he really needs to make sure that he knows what's happening. Of course, you can also take the risk of just rallying out your Banshee.
Look at the positioning on PuMa's units. So this is exactly where aLive's going to want to drop. So PuMa, just every little detail, man. It's so good, so thorough.
Here comes the Banshee. He's going to spot these Hellions at least with the SCV. Beautiful scout. And now he's going to fly. He's going to spot the Medevac as well, so he knows. Now, what are you going to do with your Banshee, PuMa? He's just going to fly to the other side of the map.
There's going to be a Viking back there.
Yep. Viking was in production. Second Viking in production now as well. I think this is so risky from PuMa, but so far it's paying off.
Yep. He does have that the advantage of being ahead 2 games, Kev, so it's okay for him to do something a little bit risky here on Antigua.
Cloak is not ready yet. Cloak will be ready within 30 seconds, but for now he's going to have to micro that Banshee with his fullest attention. PuMa losing the depot ban means he's going to be supply blocked for a very long time, and certainly when he loses this depot as well. It's gonna take him at least the full 30 seconds. Banshee took a lot of damage, killed 6 units, probably a couple of Marines and maybe 1 or 2, yeah, 3 SCVs. But the most important thing is that the Banshee is still alive. PuMa has quite a few Hellions right now in his main base as well.
Cloak goes down, keeping the Banshee alive on the top half of the map as PuMa is continuing to defend on the bottom half of the map. It looks like he does have the better position, but the medevac is just the hero of the day, healing these units, keeping them alive. Meanwhile, the Banshee back in aLive's base does fall to those Vikings, and PuMa in a little bit of trouble here, Kev.
Yeah, PuMa losing all those depots really hurt it. His reactor is taking quite a bit of damage right now as well. This one medevac has been worth its weight in gold, and medevacs do weight a lot.
Man, that is a lot of gold.
Imagine if the medic lady is like really fat.
Maybe she's the one that's singing right now.
Yes, maybe she is. It's over. It's over. PuMa's gonna try to make something happen at least. He has 3 Marines and an Hellion.
So they're saying,
PuMa's dropping his command set right now. aLive is still on 1 base. He's still on 1 refinery as well. Has a little bit of money saved up, but he's just gonna continue with 1 base action. We have another Cloak Banshee over here in no, not Cloak, but we have another Banshee with Cloak in the right bottom side of the map, and it's a little low on energy. There is a single missile turret, but if you keep the Banshee over here or maybe over here, it's going to be more than just fine, and it can be very annoying. So aLive has to worry about that. Like aLive is gonna make sort of like a siege tank push without tanks.
Yeah,
like if you have
using the Vikings, using the Hellions and the Marines and the medevacs. But I mean, PuMa, like you said, he was put so far behind just by his inability to produce units with those depots down.
I actually think this is going to go pretty well for aLive, man. Army supply 31 against 18. This bunker won't go up. PuMa...
What can he do? I don't think he can do anything. Scan going down. Banshee's going to try to save the day.
Careful with that second Banshee. He is researching siege mode, so if he can get
Barracks
one tank
is now dead, Kev, so he can't produce any more Marines. Now aLive is like he's in the main base. SCVs are going to have to be pulled off the line. Here come the Banshees, the Marines, the SCVs. The siege tank is not going to pop out, and aLive, with some pretty brutal 1 base play here on Antigua Shipyard, is going to crush.
Just with Marine Heli, and the tank is finally out, but it's going to be a little bit too late. PuMa losing all of his SCVs. PuMa calls GG. aLive takes Antigua Shipyard in convincing fashion.
Just like that, aLive sticking around.
It said like Chris Loranger in the right bottom side of aLive's victory screen.
It also had aLive's name on it too.
Yeah, so he's both.
aLive, aka Korean name, aka
Chris Loranger in disguise. Not bad.
He like takes off his mask and it's Huck. And then he takes off another mask and it's Chuck Norris. No.
No, I like the Huck part, but with the Chuck, you went too far. Man.
I was just saying that Huck is really a badass in disguise.
He is. No, I wouldn't.
Like
I would never argue that.
He's like a little pint-sized badass.
Huck is. He's a very brave man.
Let's play commercial.
Let's do this. We'll be right back, guys, with game number 4 between aLive and PuMa, which will be played on. I don't know yet. I'll tell you guys soon.